Analog heat can be used in a lot of different ways in your DAW. Right now, I have a few different buses set up, a few different group tracks, and I have one group track with a bunch of content from my Ep.4. I have a little bass line, my high bloop, and a few other things. What I like to do is process all of this stuff with analog heat at once. Now, it's an analog device, so we can only have one instance of this in our DAW at a time. But if we group our tracks together, that makes it a lot easier to process multiple things at once. So that is my goal. Here's my group track, here's analog heat. And I think a cool way to affect this stuff would be to use some sort of external source to trigger this envelope. And then I can assign this envelope to one of many different destinations inside of heat. What I'm thinking would be nice is to have the envelope affect the filter frequency. And I happen to have a little hi-hat that's playing from my SP404, sending a hi-hat every quarter note, so then that way I can get the filter to move every quarter note, get some rhythmic modulation. So let's check out how this works. I'm gonna go ahead and play what we got going on right now. Now, I've already set my filter to a high-pass filter. My resonance is up a little bit. The filter frequency has been adjusted. If I make this completely dry, this is what it sounds like with heat bypassed. Now I want to blend what I'm getting from heat with the dry signal so that the modulation doesn't sort of take over everything that's going on. So I'm going to blend this so it's about half and half. Over here is my envelope follower. And as you can hear, I have a hi-hat sound playing from my SP404. If I turn this down, the sound is gone. This is being fed into heat's inputs, and this is going to control my envelope. So let me turn this back up. If you look over here at the trigger level, you can see the input of the hi-hat is louder than everything else. And if I bring the trigger level down, like so, I'll be able to get this to affect my filter. Now we don't hear anything yet because I've assigned the destination to filter frequency, but I haven't adjusted the amount that this is going to affect it yet. I have a high-pass filter. I'd like it so that when the hi-hat plays, the filter frequency gets lower. So I'm going to make this a negative amount. And again, having a good amount of resonance here, we can really get a sense, really get a good feel for how the filter frequency sounds as it's being adjusted. If you look at the frequency knob right here, we can see the amount of modulation that's happening. So we can hear and see that this is actually working. It's a good sign. Now, with this going on, it might be nice to put some different effect either before or after heat. So let me go ahead and go into my browser. And I think maybe a little bit of reverb after heat would be nice. So go into our audio effects here. Here's my reverb. Drop that bad boy right there. And we'll just get a little bit of this in here. Set this to high quality. Make it a little bit wider. Add a bit more decay time. Give it some ambiance. Cool. I think another nice thing to do, it might be interesting to put a little bit of delay before heat. So then we get that fed into heat. It's affected by the distortion, the envelope follower, and then that gets fed to the reverb. So the ping pong delay happens to be my favorite. Let's grab this. Nice. And I'm going to have this affect some of the higher frequencies because I really want to hear this affecting that high bloop sound. My aptly named bloop. And there we go. So analog heat, it's our analog insert effect, and it's part of my chain. I have two digital effects, one before, one after. We have our envelope follower affecting the filter frequency, and all this is happening seamlessly within our DAW.